Hello everyone, Sin6 here. This is the second video to Top 15 Hilarious McDonald's Playplace Stories. Oh my god. I knew children were little shits and I knew parents were assholes, but god damn, this takes it to a whole new level.
Make a whole
Let's
new
go.
batch of fries for this request. She stops talking. Will that be all for you? She says yes. But what she meant to say was no because she continues to order more food almost as soon as I press the pay now button on the register. Orders more lard. Alright, will that be here or to go? Looks to child. Gazes towards dining room. Looks up for something, anything, she just wants a sign. For go. My brain is now melted. Blood trickles out of my ear. There is no forego button on my register, so I make a guess once again. There's no way I've gotten this order correct. I accept defeat. Alright, that'll be 2367. The woman's face drops. The room is absolutely silent except for the racing beat of my heart. I thought sweet teas were $1. They used to be $1 all over the country. Her rage is building as I stutter. They used to be, now they're $1.19. The extra 19 cents is blood money in this business. Nostrils flare, a pissed off sigh. She now wants me to change the price even though I'm clearly a minimum wage employee, not the CEO of McDonald's. You people are robbing us blind. The woman has mistaken me for a commissioned salesperson.
I've known plenty of people, well, not known, but I've seen plenty of people pull this shit in fast food restaurants. No joke, a woman of big proportion, I'll leave it at that, ordered a fucking banquet of food, and when it came to close to $100, she says, well, I ordered everything off the dollar menu. Guy points at the dollar menu and says, half of what you ordered is not even on there. She literally brought cops and other stuff to this, and she wound up having to pay anyway and made an ass of herself. Yeah, I hate people like this. They are annoying.
Instead of a cashier. She now proceeds to go through the price of every item she ordered to only find that yes, indeed, our register is capable of simple addition. She hands me 23 ones and a bucket of change that somehow only amounts to 65 cents. I'm sorry, I still need 2 more cents. Rolls her eyes but forks it over. Alright, your order number will be 267. The order has taken all but 2, maybe 3 minutes tops, but now the orderly line has turned into an impatient lynch mob. They feel hunger, not for McChickens or those precious McNuggets, but for blood. I, on the other hand, thirst for liberation. My lips manage to bend awkwardly into a smile as I say, I can help whoever's next. A large man walks over and says, are you guys still serving breakfast? I respond saying it's 2 p.m. Alright then, I'll just have a shamrock shake. It's December. Number 4. Some kid climbed all the way to the top of the slide and took his goddamn pants off and slid.
Fuck. Nobody gives a shit. Sadly, this is what I don't really like about my computer, or, since I can't properly edit and I can't find the right software that's free,
Down the slide.
I can't edit and cut shit out.
Problem is, he shat the whole way down. There was a fucking trail of shit spanning the entire second half of the slide. We only found out because some other...
Okay, here's a tip to all you parents or soon-to-be parents because you didn't plan for your child or some fucker didn't wear a condom or just slipped it off. Raise your child to know where the toilet is so in case they shit themselves, they don't, they know when it's coming and they can run to the bathroom. Lord only knows how many people have actually fought over who got whose shit on whose kid. God, that's fucking nasty. Fucking pink eye epidemic.
And came out covered in chunky liquid shit and began crying uncontrollably. Number 3. Kid vomited and proceeded to pick up fistfuls of chunks and throw them at other children, who then vomited. We closed the play place for like 2 weeks to have the whole thing heavy-duty cleaned and sterilized by a hire-out company. She yelled,
little kids are little shits, I swear to God.
Off the door, broke the lock on the door, and proceeded to put her finger down her throat and barf all over. That was right before I quit. The last thing I heard, she was trying to sue our owner, stating that the chemicals in the play place, which she broke into, made her sick, and she was hospitalized. Number 2.
You fucking terrible mother.
Of the best thing I ever saw in Playland. This was at Burger King, not McDonald's. In the South, these things are simply called Playland. A few years ago, me and my kids were eating at Burger King, and of course we had to eat in Playland because kids. Burger King had at this time installed talking garbage cans in there. This was probably intended as a way to get kids to throw out their own trash so employees wouldn't have to do it so much. Whoever designed those things knew nothing about children. Pushing your garbage in past that spring-loaded flap, which says thank you on it, the trash can would say thanks for the garbage or something like that. You know, things a talking trash can would say. Any parent could tell you what would happen next. Children know that trash cans cannot actually speak, so each successful child, having been congratulated by the trash can, would do the obvious thing and put his head inside the trash can to see who's in there. Then the spring-loaded thank you flap would swing shut and grab the children by the neck in the manner of a squirrel trap, and they could not get their heads back out. There would be flailing and muffled screams, and they would have to be rescued by their mom. This would happen over and over and over again.
Curiosity killed the kids.
Of a certain age will put their heads into a talking trash can, even if they just saw the last kid get garroted by it. It kind of makes them even more curious. Just one kid after another getting choked by this evil instrument of torture. Thanks for the trash. It was the best thing I'd ever seen. Kids leave, new kids take their place, new victims for the magic trash can. I never got tired of it. Next time we went to Burger King, they weren't there anymore, but I hope someday they will come back for another try. Number 1. So my brother and I, about 12 and 10 respectively, scarfed down our meals and started exploring the play area. Now this wasn't your average play place. It was huge, and they had these weird child-sized, hardish stuffed animals attached to the floor with Velcro. I didn't know who came up with them or how they were meant to be played with, but they resembled a harder, lighter punching bag in texture. Back to the story, though. Our stepmom sat below finishing her food while she glanced upwards every now and then to make sure we were okay. My brother and I soon parted ways in the massive structure. Sometime later, a random kid and I squeezed past each other while crossing paths in one of the tubes. As soon as we were clear, he glared back at me and growled, "Touch me again and I'll slit your fucking throat." Now this child couldn't have been any older than me, so you can understand my shock at hearing this uttered by a child that was no older than 10. As if he had a weapon. He was gone before I could process what he said, and I didn't retort. Oh well, back to playing. I guess some kids are just crazy. Sometime later, my brother and I met at the top of the spiral slide. Being that he got there before me, he went down first. As I'm sliding down the spiral, I hear an argument unfolding below. As I emerge from the bottom of the play place, the scene becomes clear. Psycho Kid was all up in my brother's face, screaming unintelligible threats. I guess the little shit took his time getting off the slide and my brother slid right into him. The kid is getting more and more aggressive, screaming louder and getting physical, shoving my brother's chest like the little bitch thugs always do when they're trying to intimidate. My brother, who, I'll point out, is a head taller than this fucking delinquent, is keeping his cool and trying to tell the shit to fuck off. The kid's dad is nearby, and get this, the hick-ass greaseball mumbles, "You tell him, Jimmy," in between mouthfuls of burgers. A couple things went through my head before I acted. The kid's unfortunate excuse for a father couldn't care less if the world ended tomorrow. My brother can as well beat this younger asshole without some chance of repercussions. My approaching stepmom is a good 5-10 seconds away on the other side of the play area, and I need to reassert my dominance over this hillbilly spawn. Whose best experience with violence probably comes from WCW or the WWE. He didn't see me coming. I ripped a nearby giant duck from its Velcro binding and brandished it by the tail, charging towards this violent little brat. I don't even think he turned around at all. The first blow hit him square in the back with all my weight behind it. He tumbled onto the floor in front of my brother, gasping for air.
You fucking ads, I swear to God.
I guess I knocked the wind out of him, but I wasn't finished. "Slit my fucking throat, will you?" I shouted with every swing. He was crying for his daddy, but by that time my stepmom had already dragged us away. She was about to end the trip early before we explained the situation. In the end, she decides not to punish me.
Well, that's the end of this video. To all you out there planning on having kids, I hope you don't have your kid turn out like this, because holy shit. I know some people that would beat your kid for just saying that. Anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe, favorite. This will be part 2, sadly. So, Yeah,